yourself out to some of my disasters.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm trying to put up some videos while I have the opportunity. I don't know why, there's not a whole lot of reason or logic behind it, but I've tried to produce or make some videos and then space them 2 days out apart. And this last one aired immediately as soon as I could upload it. But then after that, they're again 2 days apart at around 2 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know. Just seemed like a good round time and space to upload them. But anyway, just told you I'd be honest about these videos, and this is a real honest video. I started, let's see, we'll start with where I am, which is Green Turtle Bay Marina. Very high rated marina. But they have all the things personally I need for a checklist. Fuel, a Wi-Fi signal, a courtesy car so I can resupply, and other things. Shh, it's just somebody talking. But anyway, I had just enough I was saving for one night at a marina, and then luckily just in the very recent past, a friend of mine and some family helped, so I was able to, I'm stuttering, to stay 2 nights, and I went ahead and chose to stay because weather window wise, these are the worst nights. So it was supposed to start pouring rain and raining all throughout tomorrow, so hopefully I'll catch most of the rain here while I'm plugged in at the marina, and I can upload videos and make the best of it that way. But I'm on Lake Barkley, which runs parallel to Kentucky Lake. Kentucky Lake runs straight down the Tennessee Tom Bigby out to Mobile Bay, and Lake Barkley, if you follow it, it runs out towards Nashville. And really the sole itinerary for me was to go to Nashville and thank a couple people who just wrote really nice blurbs for the back of my book. Travis Meadows is, in my opinion, the very best songwriter there is in Nashville, and I'm not the only one that holds that opinion. And then Matt Magano, he is in a little band named Zach Brown Band. You might have heard of him. But anyway, they were nice enough to write some really sweet things for my book, and it just means an ultra lot to me. So I was just hoping to thank them in person. So when I got the boat, my only itinerary was to be able to go down and say, "Hey man, thank you. It means a lot. Can we go out for a ride or something? Take the old lady or the family, whatever." But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm 200 miles away, so it's certainly no big deal because to date I've traveled most all of the Illinois River, down the Mississippi, up the Ohio, and then up the Tennessee River. So at this point, I've traveled a total of, according to this Argos app, I've traveled a total of 477 miles. So it's pretty good. It's no small feat, especially in a boat this size, single-handed. And then to be able to keep going as far as I've gotten after having my savings lost, my dog lost, my dog returned. The savings hasn't returned, but I have a couple of really generous people that stepped up and made it possible for me to A, get as far as I did, and then for B, to make sure I was able, in my current condition, to get some stock. I was even able to put some gas in. I think I got a half a tank now. It's not enough to risk trying for Nashville, but I don't know. I'll anchor. I don't really have plans. I'll anchor out until, the first, and see how far the VA money goes in the tank, and go from there. On another note, though, the real reason behind this video is, man, I have been seriously struggling with some depression. Seriously struggling with some, existential life crisis type depression. Because I blame myself for Cypher, for even taking him, for thinking he would be alright when you're actually just surrounded by water all the time. I don't have one of the dinghies, to do a quick run to shore anytime he needs to pee. He has a hard time believing that it's okay to go on the back deck, which is set up with AstroTurf just for you. But I don't know, it's hard. Even after I met Bob in Metropolis, I got Cypher back. He smelled like 10 days worth of river rat, muskrat, essence of muskrat, and I had to give him a great big shampoo and condition. He's in his shedding phase, so there's hair everywhere, and he's a hairy dog. And I don't know, it's just been a lot. But even getting Cypher back, I was still depressed. I was like, what is this? What is the point? I haven't had the Zen type bliss moments of just propped with your feet up and being able to enjoy. There's never been quite a downtime as compared to all the craziness from the mechanical stuff to the Cypher jumping ship, old Nuck. The night of total hell, almost getting smashed and plowed over into a million pieces by a barge. Trying to stay awake until the sun rises again so you can find an anchor. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's especially a lot if you're single-handed. But it would be a lot anyway. Most people are loaded and they fill up the tank and haul ass everywhere they go, and they treat the river as an inconvenient part of the loop that they need to just get through real quick. Not me, man. I idled through it, so I took as slow as approach as possible. And I don't know, it just leaves you wondering, where you at, how you gonna go further, what are you gonna do? But on on the same note, Bob was telling me today that you gotta stop and regroup and look around for what you do have, And, hey, like I said, I've traveled the length of the Illinois just about. I mean, I didn't go through Joliet or anything, but for the most part, I traveled the length of the Illinois, up the Ohio, up to Tennessee. I lost my dog, but I got him back. Crazy dog. I don't know. It's just been crazy. It's been a lot. Falling off the boat, busting my knee, busting my elbow. It's There was even a point, which I didn't mention in the last video, where I'm trying to follow this barge at night through these narrow, winding parts where the Mississippi really makes some serious S's. And all of a sudden I notice one of my engines not running. And then I have to stop and drop what I'm doing and try to troubleshoot in the dark. You don't know. You got to watch out for the wing dams and how far you're going to drift in the meantime. Fortunately, it just seemed like it just died. Like all I had to do was restart it. It didn't blow any fuses or anything, but it's all a handful. And it's a lot. It was a lot on me, and I think it's been far more trying and trauma or drama, and I ain't drama, but far more of that than it has been the relaxing, kick your feet up, or just relax and enjoy where you are, drink a margarita type environment. Nah, it's been all crazy attentive. Is there a storm? Is my anchor set? Whatever the situation is. But I am here now, and Lake Barkley is a beautiful lake. It's so awesome to pull in. They open the locks, the gates for the locks, and first thing you see is a gigantic waterway, this huge lake, and there's jet skis and boats and sailboats. You see these beautiful sailboats out sailing across the lake. So it looks like a bit of Boater's Pleasantville, I'm going to tell you some really weird things that I haven't mentioned, but one just happened last night. But the first one I'm going to tell you, look, if you can figure out how, why, or what is up with this, be my guest. Because I've thought of everything. And I can't tell you what this is, or I can't tell you anything. How, why, or even what. But while I was anchored out on Beardstown, south of Beardstown, I was anchored out. Now, every time I leave a marina, I fill up my water bladder, so I have a full bladder of water to make sure I can go, at least a couple of weeks, hopefully. And while I have the water running, I put the, garden nozzle on, and I hose off the boat. So the boat's completely clean and hosed off every time I depart. So I didn't stop again until I had set the anchor. Well, and I was out on anchor for several days. I think it was like 4 or 5 days. But on about maybe the third day, I was up and I was walking along the side of the boat, and I walked to the bow of the boat. And as I'm walking on the left side little walkway towards the center bow, there is a neat little stack of bones left on my boat. They're not brand new bones. It's not like something, I don't know if you're into Boy Scouts or something. It's not like an owl took a dump and then a rain came and then what you're seeing are the remains of a freshly eaten. These were like old bones. And they were tiny little bones. I can't tell if they were like bird bones or what they were. But it was like a weird kind of eerie sign or something. I mean, I don't know exactly how to. I don't know. In all my craziness, I listen to a lot of crazy stuff because I know that we don't know half of what's out there. And the government doesn't want you to know a quarter of what's out there. There's damn sure not going to tell you half. There's some weird things out there. There's things, I'm just saying, there's weird things. And the Native Americans have known it. And the Westerners say, oh, well, they just call that so-and-so. But the actual Native Americans, they're living and breathing things, not just some kind of spirit entity. Things like very tiny, like, believe it or not, 2 feet tall, like Indians that are tricksters and stuff. I'm not. How do you tell a tribe with an oral history that predates anything your Ancestry.com can even come close to? You can't. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it was a gifting or I don't know. I can't explain it. You explain it to me and we'll both know. But I can tell you what it was. It was an oddly piled set of old bones, just like random pieces of small, tiny bone, and it made no sense. They were all immaculately clean. They were aged. You could see like the pitting in the bones and stuff. So it wasn't like a brand new, something that just died, within the last month or 2 or 3 or 4. This was like old but clean. Pile of bones sitting right up there on the bow. I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about. I don't know. You tell me what it is, we'll both know. Second thing that tripped me out, before I came here, I was anchored out a little bit south of the canal that connects the two of these. And it's a recreational. That whole island is all, pretty much all, like a state or national park. But it's all recreational, hiking and stuff like that. In the middle of the night, I hear 5 gunshots in a row. And then I hear 2 more. And then I hear 3 more. I'm like, what? Who is firing a weapon of all places at the land between the lakes? And then a little bit later, I started hearing this weird howling. Like not a coyote or a red wolf or something. Something crazier. And so it made me Google stories, and sure enough, there's been like weird, I don't even know if I want to say what has been observed, but weird things of weird sightings, soccer mom type, no reason to lie, seeing weird like dogmen type things. I don't know. Anyway, those were 2 very weird things, but this is just a jumbled video. It's a little longer than I really prefer to keep them, but if you made it to the end, here's to you. Anyway, man, just going through stuff, trying to process it all, and sometimes asking what the hell. Anyway, I hope you enjoy these, and again, thanks for watching. See you later.
Help yourself out to some of my disaster.